You just got a raise. Not a huge one, but real. Maybe $300, maybe $400 a month extra. You do the math in your head on the drive home. That's nearly $5,000 a year. Finally, some breathing room. 3 months later, you check your savings. Nothing new there. You check your balance the week before payday. Same tight feeling, same quiet knot in your stomach. Where did it go? You didn't buy anything crazy, no vacation, no big splurge, just normal life, slightly upgraded. That's exactly the problem, and it has a name. Most people assume their money problem is obvious. Too many subscriptions, too much takeout, not enough discipline. So they try harder, they cut things, they budget for 2 weeks. Then they get a raise and somehow end up in the exact same place. Here's the number that should stop you cold. Read that again. People earning more in a month than some earn in a year, still broke by the 28th. This isn't about income. It's about a mechanism that most people never get taught to see, one that silently expands your spending every single time your income grows, so the gap between what you earn and what you keep stays exactly the same. It has a name: lifestyle creep. And it doesn't feel like a bad decision. It feels like finally living normally. It feels like you've earned it, which is exactly why it's so hard to catch. This isn't a willpower failure. Nobody teaches you to watch for this. The system wasn't designed to make it visible. This is exactly why I created this channel, Unlock Wealth, to name the patterns that quietly drain your money so you can finally see them before they spend the next 10 years of your raises. Let's put real numbers on this so it stops being abstract. You bring home $4,200 a month after tax. Fixed costs, rent, utilities, transport, take around $2,600. That leaves you $1,600 of breathing room. Then you get a $350 raise. New breathing room, $1,950. You don't go on a shopping spree. You just relax a little. Here's what that relaxing actually looks like over 30 days. Groceries get a quiet upgrade, better brands, less checking the price. Ubers replace the bus twice a week because you're tired and you can. The streaming service you almost canceled gets kept, plus the add-on. Lunch out becomes 3 times a week instead of 1. A jacket, not extravagant, just nicer than you'd have bought last year. Before you know it, the entire raise is gone. And here's the important part. Next month, all of that is just normal, your new baseline. This is how the raise vanishes without a single guilty purchase. Think of it this way. Your spending is like water filling a container. For years, the container was a certain size, and the water filled it exactly. Your raise made the container bigger. The water didn't pause. It didn't wait for instructions. It just expanded to fill the new space, silently, naturally, completely. Now, you might be thinking, but these aren't wasteful choices. I'm not being reckless. You're right. That's the whole point. Lifestyle creep doesn't require recklessness. It only requires normal human behavior in a slightly larger container. That's what makes it invisible. Here's where it gets really uncomfortable. Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was built to do. Your brain treats every upgrade as the new normal within weeks. The nicer coffee doesn't feel like a treat anymore. It just feels like coffee. The better apartment isn't exciting. It's just home. The upgraded phone is already ordinary. Your brain resets its baseline constantly, which means the pleasure from each upgrade fades fast, but the cost stays forever. And the moment your income grows, everything around you adjusts with it. The upgrade offer arrives before you've even decided whether you want to upgrade. Here's what makes this real. If that extra $350 a month was invested consistently over time, it could grow into hundreds of thousands. But lifestyle creep doesn't take it all at once. It takes it quietly, every month. Not in one big mistake, in 100 small, reasonable ones. And over time, that difference becomes everything. This is why people who earn 3 times what their parents earned still feel behind. The income went up. The lifestyle went up to match, and the gap stayed exactly the same. I want to tell you about Daniel, high school teacher, single income, No inheritance, no side hustle, no financial background. For years, he did what most people do. Spent what felt reasonable, saved whatever was left, which was usually nothing. Then he came across a simple idea. Your lifestyle doesn't need to know about your raise. The month he got a $320 increase, he set up an automatic transfer, that exact amount, the same day it hit his account, straight into a separate account he named Future Daniel. He didn't budget harder, he didn't track every expense, he just made sure his lifestyle never got the news. His spending felt exactly the same as the month before, because it was. 14 months later, he had his first real financial cushion. Not because he earned more, because he kept what increased. The cycle didn't break because Daniel became different. It broke because he changed the sequence. Future Daniel got paid first. That's it. No complexity, just one decision repeated automatically. Here's something worth sitting with. The world around you is designed to grow with your income. Not because anyone is trying to hurt you, but because that's how the system works. You get a raise, the options expand, the upgrades appear, and before you even notice it, your new normal absorbs everything extra. The system doesn't need you to fail, it just needs you to stay where you are. Unless you decide something different. Unless you decide your lifestyle has a ceiling, and everything above that ceiling belongs to your future. Most people never make that decision, not because they're careless, because nobody told them it existed. So here's the thought I want to leave you with. You've probably never made a decision to let lifestyle creep happen. It doesn't ask, it just shows up quietly every time things improve and takes the difference. The good news is this: you only need one counter decision. Not a budget, not a sacrifice, not a new personality, just a rule. When income goes up, your lifestyle stays where it is. The raise gets redirected before your life has a chance to absorb it. This week, just one thing. Look at what you were spending 2 years ago versus today. Not to judge it, just to see it. Find the creep. Give it a number. That number is what lifestyle inflation has been quietly charging you every single month. Now you know what it costs. Your raise was never the problem. What happened to it, that was the habit. Now you've named it. And named things can be changed. I'm working on 5 video series called Money Chaos to Control. The next one will be the simple money system for people who hate budgeting. See you there.